Welcome back to View Rule. I need your feedback. Not looking for a whole lot of opinions or really people diving in deep or anything, but do you like what this channel is about? Do you like it? Is it good? Is there information that's of value to you? I try to post 7 days a week, and for the most part, I think I've kept that up pretty consistently. And then I'm trying to do some giveaways. I want to give back to the community. But do you like the content? Because I've been feeling a little stale, to be honest. I've been feeling like maybe I don't like it that much. And I want to improve myself and in turn, hopefully improve the channel and therefore give you something a little bit better than what you've had so far. Let's start out with this quick reminder here. I'm giving away this 3-pack blister of Evolving Skies to one lucky subscriber along the 5 Pokemon mystery card lots once we reach the 6,000 subscriber mark. Along the way, I do giveaways every Friday, which is today. So guess what? Yes, we're doing a giveaway today. Based on the I Got It, You Get It shorts, which I didn't post this week. Man, I gotta stop being such a slacker and get my 10 videos up each week. Come on. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway for every 50 subscribers along the way, and we're close to that milestone for this next one, so that's kind of cool. Let's jump into the giveaway here, just so we can actually kind of get started on this video. Like I said, it's 7 videos a week, doing long form videos, and then 3 shorts. If we hit a short, we're going to have to spin again because I didn't actually do shorts this week. I know. I lose like 6 points for that. Video number 1. All right, cool. Nice and easy. Video number 1. So we do 7. We're just going to count back from 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're going to go back to last week's giveaway, and we're going to make sure we have the URL over here, copy it in, and we're going to basically get the random comment picker to do all the work for us and filter out any duplicates. And my response is 28 comments. That's hardly any. If you comment daily, this is where it comes into play. You comment daily, it gives you the chance to enter to win, and then we can see who the winner is this week. Poke Fun Zone 2023. It should be because Pikachu is in it. I don't remember what we were referencing last week because posting 7 days a week, how am I supposed to remember what I did yesterday, let alone a week ago? But hey, Poke Fun Zone. Hopefully you're excited because you're going to win a card. I didn't even pick out what it is, so I got a bunch that I can grab, so it's going to be a mystery, but it'll be a card. It'll be just a single card, something interesting, something a little different. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. So reach out to me via the description below, all that there, and I want to make sure we can give it away. So basically that's where I'm at. I'm glad I can give that away. I'm glad I have these other giveaways going on, but I want it to be more than just this transaction of subscribe to the channel and I'm giving away stuff, because it seems like I'm just paying for the support, but I want to actually have reasonable, good content that's worth supporting and tuning into. And don't get me wrong, I know many of you comment regularly and we engage in conversation and you have wonderful, thoughtful comments and statements and things like that, and you actually genuinely enjoy, and I can tell it comes through. So I know that there are plenty of you out there who genuinely enjoy the content, and I do too. However, I want more. What's the next step? I want to improve, I want to grow, because if you're not growing, you're probably slowing, and I don't want to be like that. I've been trying to follow this one course to have the success in posting 7 days a week, and I think that part has been helpful, but perhaps maybe it's too much. Maybe I'm overdoing it. Maybe I need to have the 3 shorts a week and 4 videos, long-form videos, so it's still 7 days a week, but we get a little breakup in the stuff, and it doesn't become as exhausting to have to digest, because, I mean, really, how full of it am I to think that my voice is that beautiful to sound here every single day? I can't imagine anybody wants to deal with that. I had a hard time convincing my wife that'd be worth her life. So I'm messing around. Really, what I'm getting at is if you have suggestions, if you have thoughts, just honest feedback, real critiques, I'm okay. I could take a critique. If you want to rip me a new one, I'm probably just going to ignore that, because that's really not what I'm looking for. If you're going to tell me, everything is sunshine and rainbows, I appreciate the support. But I want to do more, and I think I can do more. I think there are ways to improve on this channel, kind of like how Pokemon Center has done little improvements. I think they're improvements. Have you been encountering these recent releases? The White Flare Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, the Black Bolt Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. Just yesterday, they did another release of the Prismatic Evolutions, the build and battle, not the build and battle, I'm sorry, the booster bundle boxes there, 6 packs. They don't have a build and battle. What am I talking about? For Prismatic Evolutions, probably probably Pokemon's biggest hype set for Scarlet and Violet, and I don't know if that's true. I mean, we can all look back and say that yes, Evolving Skies is probably the #1 set out of the Sword and Shield era. So can we already determine that Prismatic Evolutions is Pokemon's big set out of Scarlet and Violet? Maybe. It's possible. I would call that now if I didn't know any better, which I do know better. Don't look at it until you have a little bit more information. Don't make predictions that you can't back up effectively. So that's just my 2 cents that might be one of the better sets. So when those restocks come on, yay, awesome. But did you get any? That's the real question, because the fact that they exist is one thing. Did you actually obtain it is another. And I know I had the chance getting in line and waiting forever. And then, ending where it ended, to be sad. With the White Flare and Black Bolt Elite Trainer boxes, the #1 investment piece, the #1 collection piece, the #1 thing I love about Pokemon today, this day and age, are the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes. That's the #1 product I have on my radar. I will miss out on all other products to make sure I get just that. Destined Rivals, I was very lucky. I have 1 product on pre-order. It is the 1 Elite Trainer box, the Pokemon Center version Elite Trainer box. That's the only thing I've been able to secure, and I was very lucky to do so. Same thing for Journey Together. I was able to get 2 of those because that was the limit. I got 2 of those and nothing else. I have no other Journey Together products. I have no other pre-orders for Destined Rivals. And on Black Bolt and White Flare, I was able to secure them, but it was horrible. 6 minutes before the link actually went live, I was there waiting in line on Pokemon Center. Awesome. Got in nice and early. Here we go. This is possible. 45 minutes after that, I was let in. Yes, it wasn't an hour wait. And then I got those added to cart. No problem. I went to the checkout. Excellent. I went to do the checkout. And did you notice, if you were there, one of the few who got in on that line and able to do it, did you notice there was that little new thing to slide across the puzzle piece to confirm you're not a robot or a bot or whatever, or AI just jumping in and scalping out everything? Did you notice that one? That was a nice change, something different, and an added layer to keep out the garbage and help people like you and me have a chance. I did, and I did it, and then the whole thing crashed. And after hoping and praying for another hour-long wait, I got in again, and they were still available, and I added them to cart, but it had a problem with that, and then I didn't know what to do, and then I went into my cart, and there they were. They're both sitting there in my cart still. Fine, let's try this again, and I went to check out, and I go ahead, and I slide that thing across, and it goes through, and it's great, and why can't I check out? The button's grayed out. It didn't like that. It gave me a problem. It timed out, and I was back in line. I couldn't believe it. There's no shot. There's no shot that I was able to get in twice now and have it not work. Meanwhile, I watched Twice Baked Jake sitting on the queue waiting. After I've already done this twice, he's still sitting in the queue waiting. And then he gets in and he checks out. No, everything's all hunky-dory. And I'm like, my goodness, why can't I get through this process? Of course, I'm way back in the line. I mean, I've been through this thing 3 times. Ridiculous. But for some reason, by the grace of God, the one thing I really truly like to collect in this hobby, I was able to get in yet a 3rd time, 2 hours and 48 minutes after I first attempted entering this situation. And I was still able to check out and get that confirmation email. So, super lucky, very blessed. I hope for any of you who were in that situation like I was, you had a much better experience than I did, and you were able to get the product. They are trying. They are fixing some bugs. They are trying to circumvent the situation of bots and scalpers and things like that. And getting it at the gate, starting there, and maybe getting their distributors in check and working things out there. Maybe these little steps will improve the hobby. And we will soon have a hobby of Pokemon worth enjoying again. Like, comment, and subscribe. I post 7 days a week, and maybe that's too much. I'm waiting for some feedback from you. I'm retooling things for myself. I'm writing a lot these days, trying to figure out what's the best strategy forward. I don't know about you, but I like to write things down, so that's where I'm at. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.